there on the hand. Then maybe you can control to grab the hand like that. Now you have this motion to sort of attack him. But this, for me, becomes a trap. I trap the weapon for a split second. Then you have this other motion. As you try to get away with this, then you have all the attack that you want to do, right? But that's always talking about jamming into a space, jamming into his position, so that I can control this line properly, okay? So let's look at this again, right? Angle 1 comes in. This is called defend the snake, right? You want to take away the weapon as quick as possible. That's one way. But you have to learn how to evade first. So he comes in, angle 1. Angle 1 comes in, right? If I have weapon, that's my angle 1. I have to first move my head off the line. If he does chase me, that's why angle 2 comes in. Bah! I'll come right here. That's a hit on a free hand, okay? I don't just do this. Angle 2 real quick, boom, right here, and then carry it down. And I'm like, okay, I'm going to hit the hand this on mistake. My job is as soon as I hit the hand, I move my body this way. I want to carry this right through because I know he might hit me. That's why I want to control like that. Once I hit the elbow, then maybe I might go for a disarm. But even a disarm, this is what I talk about too. Even for me to talk about the disarm, right? I don't do like this. It's not me trying to go push a stick away. It's me trying to strike. And as I strike, the stick goes out. So I combine the disarm and the strike in one place. Just like this. I strike and hit. This for me, it's not for me to push a stick out like that. It's understand if I have a dagger or a fist, I punch right through there, right? Or maybe I'll control and grab. But that right there is a punch, right? If it's a dagger, that becomes a thrust. If he swings at angle 1, this will call cambiada, by the way. Boom, that's a strike first. Then I hit like that, see? This motion helps me to get my hand in there. But I'm not trying to push a stick away because that motion becomes wasted. So for me, it's this. Strike. Say I pull this on, then you have the motion to attack. And it doesn't matter what you want to look for. You want to look for the position, the angle. So he hits angle 1 real quick. This is hit the knuckle, right? My hand is here to trap. Then you have first one, hit the leg. You can, however, whip take the hand. If he chambers back right away, that's how you whip take, okay? Sometimes, because no one's going to leave the hand out there for you. They're either going to push forward or they will retract the hand. So if he does retract the hand, that's why you whip tick. So one of the attack from inside deflection is you whip tick because you retract the hand. If you try to push the hand forward, that's why you hit the leg, hit the body, or maybe hit to the head like that, right? But I'm still in control of the stick right here. Then maybe I have this. When he punches, that's when maybe you have this. I'm saying maybe a lot because it's a possibility, right? You might end up in a fight where I go like this, I pop like the head to this position. He might punch me, then maybe I'll have this. But even this, I'm still striking to the head before I lock this down. Then eject the weapon and I strike back, right? And these are possibilities that we're training. Not saying that, oh yes, that's not work every single time. And I think that's a message I'm trying to carry through, right? So the defense on the stick is, even for sparring, is to one, understand the range. I'm never in a range where Mike can touch my body, right? He has to take that step. By the time he takes that step, then that becomes my opportunity to attack this hand, the leg, or maybe the head, depending on my timing, right? So let's switch angle real quick. So one we understand is the range control. I'm right here all the time. My hand, there's a difference between the untrained person and person who trains Kali. When we swing the stick, right, we don't do this. And maybe you'll see this on the street. Maybe you'll see this to a lot of people that swing a stick like that. And watch, do an inside deflection. Beautiful, right? Now watch, do inside deflection. He stopped. You see the difference, right? So for me, if I do this, I'm giving you from my hand to my shoulder that much of distance to work with. But however, my hand goes like that. See? He doesn't have a chance. It's harder for him to enter like that, see? Because my hands are close to my body. This is harder to control because space between between my arm and my body is shorter. Inside deflection, this. That's harder. You see? Yeah. You see how much closer he had to get to me? By the time he get to me, watch my free hand. I'm right here, right? But if I'm doing this, oh, beautiful. See? Now he's able to pull my body forward, right? So we had to look at every technique from the defensive side and the offensive side. I don't want the guy to disarm my stick, so a lot of times you'll fight like this, right? So my stick, I'm so much closer to me. Now, see, I'm just right there. See, that tells me he's in range. So he needs to back out a little bit. Now, see, we're fighting right here. My hand is here. I can't touch him. See, now he's being a lot more concerned with his range now. And that's how you learn from a progressive timing into like, I don't want to just do this swing. Oh man, you see how many guys spar like this? Man, he just hit me, right? So now we can play like this, right? In the range, when he stabs, that's the timing, right? Because even this, thrusting, it's a way to understand range too. Striking range, thrusting range, ponytail range, punching range. And these are the things that you have to consider in the sparring, right? And I hope this helps you guys too. It's understanding like, even when we move like this, the hand, right? The footwork, right? He stabs in, right? Now there's a range for me to attack the hand. He stabs in, there's a range to attack the head. He comes in aggressively towards my head like that, but maybe I'll do this. Sometimes we'll do this, right? You see my hand? Instead of doing this way, you can also do it this way like that, right? Sometimes I've taught by one of my good friend, Juan. He does this, like that. So back and ponytail right there, that's one. And then pop, pump in. Now you can go into close range, right? In different systems, will teach different things. You can grab a stick and go like that, boom, right there. See, that's a strike. Even this right there, that's a strike. Then that's a strike, right? Because you want to get to a controlling position with a stick, okay? And overall, it's not like I don't think this arm doesn't work. It's just that they're my bottom list option. If I can get there, great. Maybe sometimes I'll sacrifice an arm, boom, just so that I can get to this. Even for me to do a snake, it's not so much of this way, all right? It's really controlling the hand to a position. Because I know in this position, that shoulder is weak. This position, his hand is strong. For me to push through, he's gonna fight it through. But if I can somehow get that shoulder lower like that, now fight a little harder, see? He has to use a lot of tension. Then from there, see, I can lock this in. And maybe from that position, I can eject the weapon, okay? I hope this episode helps you guys a lot. And to understand that it's not like I don't like this arm, it's just I don't prefer this arm, even in sparring. Unless I can get there to control, I might go for it, right? But until then, I'm all about striking to the head. And of course, don't get in a fight, okay? If you have to have a fight with someone who has a weapon, run, okay? This is not a place for me to go, I'm gonna be a superhero and trying to be there and to beat you up. Or he's not beat me up, right? Because it's a weapon, right? If you have a weapon of opportunity, anything that goes, cell phone, keychain, you know, even like shoes. You know, my instructor grew and talked about this. You don't have to fight with empty hand. Grab your shoes, put them on your hand like that. Great weapon, because even a knife cannot penetrate through the bottom of the shoes, right? So sometimes you just have to look through the weapons that you may have, or maybe the opportunity that you have. Okay, guys? If you have any questions, please leave a comment in the section below. And please don't forget to subscribe, okay? I'll see you guys next week. Bye.